Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine. And you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Well, it's nice to meet you again. So today we are going to discuss or learn about to be. Does anyone know about to be?
No, Miss.
Okay, no one, yeah. So let me share my screen first. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, Miss.
All right. So next slide, please. Okay, so to be is an auxiliary word that is usually included in a sentence or a kind of affirmation on a subject and the word that follows it. For example, like is, am, are, were, and also was. Okay, are you guys familiar with this kinds of word or auxiliary? Like is, I think you are familiar with this kinds of auxiliary word. Okay, so next slide. Next slide.
Already, Miss.
Okay. Okay. So to be divided into two types, which is to be present and also to be past. Well, to be present is which are am, is, and also are. To be am used for a single and first person. For example, I. And then is used for the third and single person. For example, he, she, and also it. And then to be are used for the third person, but plural. For example, they, you, and also we. Okay, and then Rexa,
Yes, Miss.
can you make an example of a sentence that using to be present?
I am study.
Okay, and then others, Mufaza.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, can you give an example of a sentence that use to be present?
Yes, Miss. I'm studying English. I am studying English.
All right, correct. So here, guys, to be also used as a verb in a sentence. So when we use to be, we may not use verb in a sentence. So we may not use a verb and also sentence in a verb and also to be in a sentence. For example, like Rexa's example, I am study, which mean in that sentence there are to be and also there is verb and also there is to be. The to be is am, and then the verb is study. It's incorrect, yeah. So Rexa, the correct one is I study or I'm studying. Okay.
Oh, okay, Miss.
Okay. Can we continue? Are we
Yes,
good?
Miss.
Okay, and then I will give you an example of a sentence that use to be present, to be are. For example, we are study English. We are study English. Is it correct, Rexa?
Incorrect.
Can you explain why?
Because the verb not using ing.
Yes, exactly. Okay, thank you, Rexa. Okay, we will go to the next slide, please. Okay, here are several of example of sentence that use to be present. I'm a student. He or she is my student. And then they are student. And then it is blue. And also we are student. So usually we use to be in a sentence if in that sentence there is no verb. Like I'm a student. I am a student. She is my student. And then they are student. There is no verb in here, right? So we can use to be in this sentence. So to be here as the verb. Okay. Okay. So far, any questions, everyone? Rosa, your microphone. Okay.
Mau nanya tadi kan to be nggak boleh ketemu verb dalam satu kalimat. Tadi kok contoh punya Faza benar? Gimana ya Miss itu?
Okay, thank you Rosa for the question. It's a really good question. Okay, jadi kita boleh menggunakan be dan verb dalam satu kalimat jika bentuk kalimatnya adalah present continue. Oke, bukan simple present tense gitu ya. Jadi verbnya itu ditambah ing, jadi verb ing. Jadi boleh menggunakan be dan verb ing dalam satu kalimat. Oke, contohnya I am studying. I am studying. Oke, itu kan ada be, am, dan juga ada verb ing, studying. Seperti itu. Clear, Rosa?
Yes, Miss. Thank you.
All right. And then we will going to the next slide. Okay, this is the several examples of the sentence that using present be or present to be. Okay, we have discussed it, so we will going to the next slide. Okay, the next slide is be means that can be a verb. Okay, in a sentence, be also can be a verb. Okay, so if we have used be, we may not verb. Okay, for example, be plus verb plus ing is correct, but be plus verb is incorrect. We have discussed it, so let's go into the next slide. Okay, this is the past be. Okay, so be dalam kalimat yang berbentuk lampau. Jadi jika kalimatnya bentuknya lampau, kita menggunakan be-nya was atau were. Okay, so not is, am, are anymore, but we use was or were. And then were used for subject, the first subject, For example, like the same. For example, like he, she, and also it. It is a single subject, so we use was as a be. Okay, and then for plural subject, we can use were. Okay, we can use were for if the subject is you or they or we can use be were. For example, I was late for work yesterday. I was late for work yesterday. Okay, it is past sentence, maksudnya lampau, bentuk lampau. Jadi kita menggunakan be lampau, yaitu was. Dan karena subjeknya itu tunggal, I, maka kita menggunakan was. Seperti itu. Is it clear?
Clear, Miss.
All right. So, so far any questions?
Yes, Miss. Me.
All right, Faza. Please.
Jadi gini, Miss. Saya itu pernah baca. Nah, di situ itu I kok pakai were ya, Miss, bukan was. Gimana itu, Miss? Bingung soalnya.
Okay, thank you, Faza. It's a good question. So we can use were if the subject I in several cases. For example, if we make a sentence like a conditional sentence. For example, if I were you, it is a conditional sentence. Maksudnya adalah kalimat yang tidak nyata gitu ya. Faktanya saya bukan kamu gitu ya. If I were you, jika saya jadi kamu. Nah, pada kenyataannya saya bukan kamu. Saya tidak berada di posisi kamu, seperti itu. Jadi itu adalah contoh kalimat yang menggunakan were jika subjeknya I. Dan itu hanya jika kalimatnya dalam bentuk conditional sentence. Seperti itu. Tapi untuk another case, like jika itu bukan dalam conditional sentence, we use was as the be if the subject is I. Okay, Faza? Is it clear?
Okay, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Welcome. Okay, guys. That's all the material for today. I hope that you guys can understand about to be and how to use to be in a sentence. Okay, I close this class. Stay safe and thank you very much for coming. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys.
Thank you, Miss. Good morning.
Good morning.